Hi everyone. Thank you for joining me today. I'm Masuma and welcome to We Now Hub's interview series. My guest for today is Jamuna Karmehen and she's joining me from Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. Jamuna is a neuro-linguistic practitioner, and she's a corporate trainer for creating online presence for businesses and corporates and things like that. And actually, one of the reasons why I am doing these interviews right now is because of her. It is because she nudged me to create a YouTube channel, and it was her suggestion that I conduct interviews. So without further ado, welcome Jamuna. Thank you for joining me today. Such a privilege
Hi
to have
Masuma,
you.
how are you?
Good. Thank you so much. Haven't we come round one circle?
Thank you again for this. Thank you again for this opportunity to be, appearing, to be present in your platform. And yes, thank you. I'm super excited. So let's get the ball rolling.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. It's because of you that I'm here, and it's a full circle that I'm inviting you as a guest on something like that. Okay, Jamuna, before we start, uh, could you please let us know about yourself, about what you do?
All right. Okay. So for those who are watching, thank you so much for listening in, for tuning in. And I'm very sure this couple of minutes is going to be very exciting, very useful, and we are going to have a lot of fun. So a little bit of introduction about me. I'm Jamuna Karmehen. A lot of people call me Jam, not to honor the traffic situation in Kuala Lumpur. I'm known as Jam. By profession, I am a corporate trainer. I specialize in I'm a master neuro-linguistic programming. I'm a coach. So I do a lot of sales program, presentation skill, communication skill, and I incorporate NLP tools. That's the neuro-linguistic programming tools into my program. So I've been on my own for about close to 9 years now. On a personal note, I'm married with two wonderful kids, and I'm from Kota Kemuning, Shah Alam, and I'm very passionate about life itself. I do yoga. I'm into hiking. I love cooking a nutritious meal. Of course, I eat a lot of rubbish now and then, but I enjoy life, and I like the stage that we are in. And I know that currently in Malaysia, the Corona, because of the COVID-19, we're all going through this MCO regulation to stay at home.
Yeah.
So I hope you're staying safe and watching this video. Yeah. Over to you, Masuma.
Okay, so listening to her, you all already know what an expert she is at having her online presence, and that's what she trains everyone at doing, at having their own online presence and how to present yourself. And she's a mentor and coach for that. So, but how do you manage? I know you're very busy. I've been noticing your Facebook posts and all that. You are doing so many things, like you just mentioned. You have your children and you've got training, and you do so many things. How do you balance your life and work?
That is a very valid question, Masuma, and I hear it all the time. And even you, right? You have a wealth of experience. And before I answer how do I manage, at this point, I would like to share a little bit about Masuma. Is that how you came out of your comfort zone by attending a workshop on developing videos, good ones, and how you are now up in front interviewing other people, and how you are progressing in your own way, and you are your own competitor. So Masuma, if someone like you could manage it, to do that, and that's how I'm doing also. We are all different in whichever way, but we are all connected because we are women.
Yeah.
And women, we manage. Now, to your question on how do I balance it, I have to stress that there are no time where I'm like, the yin and yang, it's at an equilibrium level. No, there are times I'm concentrating more towards my family and my little ones. not so little now. There are times that I have to put priority for my career. So it's basically time management, I would say, not so
Right.
much on, oh, I can do it equally. And also I like to admit that I do get tired, I do get exhausted,
Yeah.
which is normal. But you just get going. You don't give up. And yeah, that's how I manage, I guess.
Yes, because when people see successful women, and they don't seem to realize that there is a life that's going on behind that successful woman. That's just a professional life, and the fact that you show so much of your personal life on social media, it really helps people to connect to you on all levels. You know and that's amazing. And today, Jamuna, you're going to be talking about the missing link for getting a business online. You're going to be giving tips to people who want to get their business
Yeah.
online, right? So, could you tell us more about that? I mean, what will you be talking about today?
All right. So for today, this is a very useful, interesting topic. Is that
Yeah.
a lot of people will say that, you know what, Jamuna, I'm online. My business is already on social media, but how come I don't get subscribers? How come people are not purchasing my product? How come people are not liking my post? How come not getting 1,000,000,000 followers? The thing is that there is a missing link. The missing link is that your online presence, your visibility that is missing. Okay, don't get confused. I know you are spending money for your advertisements, you are spending money for your marketing materials, your posters and your flyers, and you're putting in the effort and the time to talk everything about your business or your passion or your product that you are selling. However, your online presence should be about you, and that's the biggest missing link, in my opinion. People, like what Masuma said earlier, Jamuna, you share a lot of your personal stories. Now, why do I do that? It's not like a perfect household stories. No, it's typical day-to-day stories to connect. So Masuma, you have the answer there, when you ask me what is the biggest missing link, is connectivity. How are you connecting to your customers, your audiences, your listeners, your potential buyers, through your online presence? So put aside your business, put aside your product, put aside your whatever program that you're doing. Go, yes, you do that. But on the other hand, Masuma, as well as all those who are listening today, on the other hand, build sincere relationship with people.
Hmm.
Talk about what you like to do. Talk about your personal stuff. Share your failure stories. Share how it was difficult for you. Share how it was difficult for me that 8-9 months I'm not getting paid. And I'm talking about myself. That's difficult for someone who has been independent all the while, and financially all your business is put on hold. So the first missing link here is that, Masuma, you asked a very valid question, is that connect with people through your online presence, not just this part, the business part, but on the personal part. Try, give people tips on whatever other things that you're doing there. Let them connect with you. So it's just like there are so many nasi lemak stalls. Nasi lemak is a popular Malaysian dish there. You can have it 24 hours. That's on the same roadside, and they're all equally good. But why do we favor that nasi lemak A compared to that nasi lemak B? Because it's the relationship building of nasi lemak A, and we are willing to pay a little bit more to buy nasi lemak A because we like the person who is selling it. So in a nutshell, people must like you.
Right.
Well, there will be lovers and haters, but generally people must like you. People would want to see you, and maybe they don't want to buy now, but they will surely recommend you, refer you. So that's the first part, Basuma, to connect with your audience to your online presence on a non-business level.
Yeah, that's actually a very good point because these days you're totally bombarded with people just sending you flyers and brochures and you know, buy this, buy that. You know, people don't even open those links or those images anymore, because after the lockdown and the corona, everybody is online. Everybody is trying to make sales, make profit and all that. And I think everybody just fed up of too many people trying to promote their businesses and their products. So making a personal connection is a very valid point here, you know. But you are quite active on a lot of social media platforms. I think you're quite active on LinkedIn. But what would you suggest? What would you recommend for people who are just starting out to build their online presence? Which platform would you?
All right. So your question is that which are the social media platform that people can use to promote their business or you know, or anything, or even about their hobby, to talk about that, right?
Yeah.
So let's zoom in here.
Mm.
Now, Facebook, we all know about Facebook. And recently, a girl who's 20 years younger than me said that she's not into Facebook. And I asked her, how come? Why you're not on Facebook? And then she said, oh, because my uncle, aunties, they're all on Facebook and they're stalking me where I'm going, what I'm wearing. Now, that is just a matter of fact conversation while I was hiking with her, and it struck me that, oh, the Facebook landscape is changing. The older, including me, the generation are coming more into Facebook. So the market is still there. The potential buyers are still there. So it is still a great platform, but your audiences are getting a little bit more mature. Facebook is still there for the marketing, all right? It's still very good, a portal for you to market, but the audience landscape. Now let's look at Instagram.
Mm.
The youngsters are flooding Instagram, you know. And sometime back, someone asked me, Jamuna, how do I make videos? I'm just so scared of, you know, doing a video, and I'm spending so much time editing the videos that I don't even get people watching it. You have to familiarize yourself doing videos in Instagram. So you see the connection, the relation here. When you do your short few seconds of video in Instagram, no editing needed, and then you do you know, short less than 1 minute video to post in your IG, and then you do a longer videos in IGTV. So you practice a lot before you go into your YouTube. So this is how it works. So again, coming back to Instagram, a lot of youngsters are there, and Instagram is all about hashtag. Hashtag meaning that how people are gonna look at you. So there is a different algorithm there. The Instagram grid is available, so you have to be active here also. All right. So now TikTok. I'm not even on TikTok, but TikTok is gaining such popularity. Of course, in some countries it is banned.
Yeah.
So when you ask me the question that which platform, I would say, you know, a fair bit in everywhere. Just say, for instance, today Instagram crashed. Touch wood. Well, it's not going to happen. But if it does, you have other platform to fall back to. And of course, there is YouTube. Now, YouTube, you need to spend a lot of time making quality video. You need to even have your thumbnail so beautiful that people want to click on it. Now, again, for people to go into YouTube, you must be visible on Instagram and on Facebook. So this is the real connectivity. Earlier, Basuma, I spoke about the connectivity, the connection with the people. And this part here is how it is connected. All the social media is actually connected. And of course, LinkedIn, as you clearly said, I use a lot of LinkedIn as I come from a corporate sector. Even LinkedIn is like, you know, it's getting the articles and the posts are mimicking Facebook slowly. Well, I'm not sure, slowly. And LinkedIn is another great platform for to market, to write about you, to be visible. So all this portal, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, LinkedIn will help you to promote yourself. But end of the day is you. If you don't even have this four, you should be making it out there, because you have to believe that you're really, really good in the work that you are doing. Hope that answers your question. I was playing a safe round.
Yes, it does. I guess whoever wants to create an online presence needs to be aware of their target audience or their target market. If you are your target is younger generation, then you need to use the latest platforms. Like my children don't use Facebook at all. They say the same thing. It's for oldies, you know. So if your market is the oldies, then I guess Facebook is the platform for you. It's the Instagram and TikTok is the in thing, you know. But like you said, in creating videos, you know, on Instagram and other platforms, it's very easy for people who are extroverted, like someone like you know, someone who's very used to being in front of a camera, of talking, and, you know, it comes naturally to you. It's not possible for everyone to be so free and to be so fluid in the way they talk. Those, I don't know if you're an extrovert, but I guess extroverts would find it easier. What about introverts? How would they go about creating this presence? Because videos are very vital in your presence, right?
Masuma, I think you have structured your questions really, really well. You are differentiating between extrovert and introvert. So you're like, yeah, Jamuna, easy for you to say to come up with a video. How about people who are really timid and they're like, oh, how am I going to go up and project myself out there? So either you're an extrovert or the introvert, right? The question to ask is that, how can you help other people? That's all. Just keep asking yourself, how can I help other people through my training? How can I help other people from the way I speak? How can I help other people from the message that I'm disseminating? That's all. And you see so much value in that, and how I can lift up one person's life because of the value I bring to them. So that is the first mindset that you need to think of, is that you start believing that you are really good. Belief system first. Your products are so good. You have great message. You believe in that. People will pay money, yeah, to purchase your product or your services. When these mindsets are instilled, then you work on the mechanism, which is on your body language, how you're going to edit. Am I right, Masuma? How you're going to edit your video, how you're going to smile, and you start learning about that. So the first comes with the mindset. And yeah, anybody can do. So Masuma, I guess you should share your experience now, right, on how, you know, you started your first video. I think that would gel in with what I've said. Yeah. How was your experience, Masuma?
So I have become the
No, it's okay. You told me we are just having conversation. Yeah. So I think your experience would be really, really good, right? How was your first experience doing the video? Because I saw on how after each video, incrementally you were excelling for someone who've never done video. So how was your experience? What are your key learning?
right. So I still am an introvert actually. I don't really like mingling with people much. I'm mostly a loner. But when I did start, I was really afraid. I am still afraid of camera, and, you know, every time I come for an interview, I have butterflies, and I'm like, oh my God, you know, how am I going to do this? And I always worried that people would judge me. What would they think of me? What if I make mistakes? But I guess nobody has the time here to sit and think about the mistakes you're making or to judge you. There's so much of stuff online. And I guess I just one day decided that I'm just going to do it. You know, you just have to.
All right, let's just pause
Yes.
there, Masuma. You know, you say that word. I just decided one day I'm going to do it. So this is the mindset change that we are talking about. So it comes from you, not from my program. You know, you had that in you, and I just sort of like nudged you as you say, hey, come on, you can do it. You can.
Yes. Yeah, that's why we have the saying that you can take a horse to the water or something, but you can't make the horse drink. You know, it's the person who has to take the initiative to do it. So yes, you should have that first thing that I will do this, and I'm going to release the fears that are holding me back. And you really should want to do it. So yeah, I mean, it was, what should I say? It was quite traumatic actually coming in
Yeah, it can
on
be for people.
yeah.
Yeah, yes,
As,
yes. Thank
as,
you. Thank you for sharing that soft vulnerability side of you. And you see, Masuma, these are the things that will make you or anyone connect to other people. People are just so afraid of sharing their, I wouldn't say weak points, their gaps,
mm,
because they feel that how are people gonna judge me? What are they gonna say? Oh, my hair, my face, my body, does it look good? I'm like, why do you worry about that? You know, you will have lovers and haters. Some will like you, some you don't, but there'll be that one person, your message will get across that one person
yes,
and change a bit of that life of the other person. That's it.
yes.
You're done.
Yes, that's one of the things I think about when I do these interviews. I think that, if one person it can help one person, I have done it. And about what you said just now that, people will judge you. They'll talk about you and judge you whether you do it or you don't. When you do it, they'll have something
That's a
different
good
to
one.
say. And when you don't do it, they'll have something different to say. I had that experience when I started making the videos. The people who were pushing me to do something, suddenly they were like, oh, she's doing something. And I was getting a different set of comments from those people. So I'm like, do I do it or don't do it? You just have to do it whether people, whatever they say, they will say anyways. So introvert, extrovert, just gotta do
You
it.
you said it really well. You couldn't have said it better. You said it really well.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, no more questions for you.
Okay. So Jamuna, coming back to this, the fact that you are such an expert at this, the online presence, and I think you did get some award from LinkedIn or something.
Yeah. I'm just so grateful and thankful that this year I am one of the recipient of the LinkedIn top, 100 inspirational icons in Malaysia. Because
Mm.
I contribute, articles to LinkedIn, and it is a great recognition. Yeah, thank you. With so many other personalities that I know, so it's very humbling. Thank you.
Mhm. So, what are your key strategies you use to create your online presence? How do you go about? Besides the personal touch and the connection, what do you do to increase your business and professional presence?
Right. So my business per se, right, comes more towards LinkedIn, and even in the last few weeks, I've got about 2 requests that came in. Two is a lot, in times are distressed now, came in from LinkedIn, like, I saw you, are you doing NLP? Can you share more about? Then I submit the proposal to the client. So I get that. Now
Mm.
on my Instagram page as well as in my Facebook page, I continuously build relationship with people. I never sell my program.
Mm-hmm.
People just ask. So yeah, of course, you give value, you give free things for people. You do offer. In fact, now I'm in the midst of planning something that I'm going to release soon. It's a free thing you give out. You just give out. It's a way of paying forward.
Mm.
And after that, you can start selling something, at the bottom. So people see you as wow, she's giving a lot of value,
Yeah.
she's really giving me a lot of benefit. And then at the end, I do sell something. It's okay. People know that when you give free things, you will sell something at the end. So what?
Yes.
Nothing else.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's how I've been doing. I give a lot of free things, and then I sell at the end. Yeah.
Yeah.
And the beautiful part of social media marketing is that your clients, your customers are limitless. If I expect to just sell within that crowd, no, people are not going to buy because they've been to my program or they know me. So I'm going to come out of that circle, and that's where you do your customer selection and you pay for your advertisement in a Facebook or Instagram.
Yeah. And I think testimonials also help, when people
Yes.
do your free programs and they don't, even if they don't enroll, I think when they have a testimonial that, you really helped, and that's like, I am here. So that's a testimonial for you, that. And another thing, when you say that the free programs, I just like to tell the viewers that, the people who are spending the time and effort to offer these free programs, don't devalue it just because it's free. You know, it does take effort for someone to offer a free program. And if you do join, put your 100% to what you've committed to. Only then you will get some value from what you've joined for, you know. Otherwise, don't waste the time.
Very well said. Yeah, very well said. Yes, thanks for highlighting that. Yeah.
Yeah. And so, what is there anything else you would like to tell new business owners, or maybe the existing ones, maybe SMEs, or people who are sole what do you say, sole entrepreneurs? You know, what would you? Is there anything you'd like to say before we wind up? Yeah.
My message is that we are all in the same boat. Can I say that? But the ocean, you know, is a big ocean. So sometimes there's a lot of waves and a tsunami and turbulence, and sometimes it's just so calm and you're enjoying the beautiful sunny view out there. But we are all sailing, you know, we are all sailing, and there might be some holes in your boat that you need to patch up. Start learning, ask help, you know, learn and ask help. If you don't know something, ask help. Even if you don't know what you don't know, that's when you need to start. See, don't know what you don't know. This is the unconscious incompetence, you know, in the grid that we have here in the Johari's window. You don't know what you don't know. So you start learning. Just sign up for program. There are so many free programs going on now. Sign up, learn, network to people, refer other people without expecting anything. So you know that Masuma has a VNow Hub. She does websites, and it's a women network. Refer Masuma to a few people, you know. So just do that. And that is my message to entrepreneurs, is that the first thing is that learn, all right, and network. Get to know people. And then number 3 is that sincerely build relationship. This is offline, online, you need to start building relationship. Connect with your audience at a non-personal level. And the 4th one is, somebody asked me this question, Masuma. Jamuna, can I still make it out there without projecting myself so much? Jamuna, can I still make it out there? Can I still grow my business without projecting myself so much? I'm like, I think. And then I realized that, yes, it is possible. This has been happening before the digital technology era came in. People were doing this. Yes, can. But hello, now is the digital technology era. So what do you want to do? Go back and do the things that were done 30 years ago? It's same like that now. You know, in the kitchen, my mom used to have the giling for the chili kering, you know, the dried chili. And then, I don't know what you call that, right? Of course, you can still use that. It's tastier, you know, it's nicer, but it takes a lot of time and effort, and, you know, it's heavy. Or the idli dosa that we can do with the that thing. We all have that at home, but no, we rather use the blender, or you go out and eat, right? So again, there are choices, platforms available. So if you're asking me that, Jamuna, can I still do my business without projecting myself out there? You still can, just that maybe I don't know how to do that, because the era now is all about visibility. Make use of it. And why you don't want to project yourself out there when you have so much of goodness and so much of value in you? Again, that comes back to the mindset that we spoke about, Masuma. You believe that you're really, really good in the work that you're doing. That's my message to the entrepreneurs who are listening. It starts from your mindset.
Coming back to that, since the earlier part you did ask me about how I started and my experience. Coming back to what you just said, that, you know, this person doesn't want to like go online and all that. Do you remember the first time you made us go live on Facebook? And that was like something we had never done. It's a new experience. You just have to experience it, you know. And even the first interview I did was live on Facebook. It is really scary going on Facebook, but you just have to jump in, I guess. You know, even if you're not comfortable with the social media and being there, you just have to jump in into it. There's just no other way.
So, Masuma, I'm catching a few key points that you're saying it casually. You know, you just jump in even when you're uncomfortable. And these are powerful traits of successful people. Successful people jump in. Successful people take calculated risks. Successful people come out of their comfort zones. And you are exhibiting the traits of powerful, successful influencers out there. So these are very, very in-depth, the message that you have here, even though you're like, just jump in, do, even though it's uncomfortable. So it's very, very powerful. Yeah.
Because if you don't do it,
So there should be more people like you.
Yeah, I mean, when I made the decision, I realized that, if you don't do it now, if you keep worrying about what people will say, later on you will be plagued by, what if only, if only I had done it. What if I had done it? It's not a very pleasant thing to live with, in your later years of your life.
Yeah.
And nobody can make you do anything. Only you have to do it for yourself. That's the way it is. And for your training programs, Jamuna, how can people get in touch with you, or how do they know about your free offerings? Where can they find you?
Social media. Yeah. I'm very active in my social media, Facebook, Gems Academy, my Instagram account, Gems Jamuna Karmehen, my YouTube channel, Jamuna Karmehen, LinkedIn, Jamuna Karmehen. So people see me, I think, nearly every day. But maybe probably something at the end to wrap up would be that despite me saying creating online presence and creating visibility, Masuma, there's a secret that I'd like to share with you. I've never shared anywhere yet. I'm going to be sharing soon. Is that I do take break of social media.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
I do. People are talking about your mental health. People are talking about how we get distracted of the digital technology. So I do take break. I have like every Fridays, I don't post on my Insta stories. I don't post anything. I don't check my social media account. And then in the last 2-3 months, I made it Monday, Wednesday, Fridays. So I have a gap so I can get more work done, and it may change as I go. But the thing is that I'm very disciplined. And 2 months back, I was not so disciplined. I went to the extent of uninstalling. Yep, I think you're going to get a shock out of this. I uninstalled my Instagram, uninstalled my Facebook. These are the main one. And the whole day, I don't look at what other people are doing. I just concentrate on myself. Because social media is, whether you like it or not, you are scrolling, what this person is doing, and it distracts you. So I'm very disciplined in that manner, as in like now Monday, Wednesdays, Friday, I have cut down on the social media.
Yeah, I guess
so wow, that's like contradictory to everything that I've said today. No, as I think it comes back to the first question, how do you manage, how do you balance? And this is how I do it. How do I do it? I really, balance it out.
That's amazing. That's perfect. So thank you so much for being here. And I think you've already said what you had to say. So I won't ask you again if there's anything you'd like to say to wind this up. And for all the viewers who are watching, thank you so much for watching. Please do check out Jamuna's Facebook page and her Instagram. She's already mentioned. I'll post the information on the description and the post. And do subscribe to my channel, YouTube channel. It's called We Now Hub, WENOW Hub. And I'll be posting more interviews like this. So thank you so much for watching, everyone. Thank you again, Jamuna, for being here.
Thank you, Masuma, for a great opportunity. I'm so honored to be on your platform, and you've been doing this, giving a lot of personalities out there on the, aim of benefiting so many people. So I wish you all the best, Masuma. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Bye, everyone.